Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Radford in his AMX 50B. This is a tier 10 game on highway. Ooh. And it is a very, very pretty car. I kind of wish his wheels were painted, but you know, you can't have everything you want. So, how to kill the AMX? Well, we might as well get into that before we get into the game. So let's just calmly see if I can remember how to make this smooth transition. The answer is, of course, not really. Oh, that's the wrong button entirely. There we go. Now we're both looking at the same thing. So this is what you shoot at when you're shooting at the AMX square on. You just basically don't want to shoot the front middle section, as that's likely to bounce or at least not be great at shooting. The problem with shooting at the AMX comes when you're shooting at angles more like this. And if it's aiming down, which it should be, then whoop, somewhere around here. I swear I know how to make this work. There we go. I was looking at you like that, then suddenly those angles get a lot steeper, and this thing gets a lot harder to kill. And suddenly your chance of penning isn't always 100%, especially if you hit near the center. You hit on the anywhere on those like, yeah. Anyways, so still possible pen, just not as easy because of how angled the armor is. Yeah, but basically, if you can find it on flat surface or shoot in the side, see this big giant bit of awesome, target practice, you shouldn't have too much hard time penning it. Let's jump back over to tanks. Let's see if I can make that transition rather smooth. And the answer is not amazing. But anyway, so we're gonna get into the game. But before we really start that, because he isn't even loaded yet, I do want to say, if you think this deserves an MVP, then please do hit that like button. And please, if you think I deserve more subscribers, please share this. And all things, please thank the patrons, for they are awesome. And without the patrons, the MVP program would not exist. At current time in my life, I can't be giving away this much gold. But because of the awesomeness of the patrons, I can. And so, yeah. Patrons the MVP, if you don't know, is at the end of the week, every Friday night, I take a look and see who's got the most likes on their video, most comments, and most views, in that order. And so if there's a tie on likes, then it goes to most comments. And if there's a tie on comments and likes, then it's the one with the most views. And that subscriber gets, or that hero gets 500 gold. So yeah. But now we're into the town and we should be into actual gameplay. And I can stop yammering on about random other things. So he's got to be really careful sitting here because, of course, they can see him before he can necessarily see them. And this whole front of the tank isn't exactly protected with armor, because this is a French tank. Also, good lord, look at the amount of tanks over here. I can't imagine there's going to be more than a couple tanks over here. Now, the E4 should be on this side. The AMX, E4 is right there. E4 just fired. AMX is right there. There should be a Moss right here somewhere. T-34 obviously should be here, but I didn't expect it here. Ooh, first shot out doesn't blow his tracks off. Second shot pens. Third shot blows his tracks off. Fourth shot, he's used his repair kit. And fourth shot blows his tracks off again. So really, that was a 1-for-1 we did. About 380 damage for 430. It's a 1-for-1. However, we did get his repair kit. So next time we fire and track him, he's gonna have to sit there and wait. And hopefully we can get an angle which will involve us penning him next time we track him. It looks like the T-34 is moved. Sorry, the Moss, realizing that he had a AMX on his flank, pushes forward, and the T-34 takes their tracks off. But at this point in time, we got more damage out than the damage we took, and so it's worth it. It's also worth it to reload because Bradford looks like he wants to move. I think he's sick and tired of sticking his tracks out, getting them shot off, and then having to repair them in order to get out of there. So in a few seconds here, he's going to be all fixed up. Unfortunately, he can't go through what looks like it would be a destructible building because, of course, you can't tell what's destructible in this game and what's not until after you've already passed the point in which you should be able to, until you actually run into it, you have no idea what's destructible and what's not. One shot kill, good job, and then pulls back just in time to catch the T-34, tracking it, and then right through the drive wheel, and oh, he got his thing back. Oh no! E4 came out and surprised us and took our tracks off. And a bad shot. That T-34 pops out. He's gonna have the ability to kill us, assuming he doesn't realize that we still are sitting here with one shot left of the mag. Nope, the E4 is the one that just spotted us. E4 is not worth it. But Bradford is really determined to take out this T-34. He could have reloaded by now, but we would have missed knowing whether or not this T-34 popped out. No, apparently he's decided that reloading is the thing that he needs to do. You can see the fact that we've lost this side of the map. They're pushing it onto our base, and he's decided to fall back or reload and get out of there, more or less. There's an E4 with 618 health, and the T-34 obviously with about 200 health. That's the only two things left in the town, but they're more than enough to kill him if he gives them the opportunity. At this point in time, a tree falling down on his tank could probably kill it. So he doesn't want to be anywhere near trees either. He's coming up here for the scout tank that's in the middle of the map, which is right there. Auto locks onto it, pops over the ridge, takes it out of the game, and falls back before anyone can get any ideas. E4 is pushing on our guys in the city, and they can't really say no to him. That E4 has enough frontal armor that he can weather most of the fire coming in on him, assuming he doesn't get flanked. And so he's probably not all that worried. Now, if they fire HE at him, it might be a different story. He might eventually die to it, but he's still got enough armor that he can weather one or two HE's, things. That is a bad place to suddenly spot an E4, unless he doesn't know we're here. Which I don't think he knows we're here. He backs out into the open, and the back end of him gets hit by a nice round. Now, we may have just got lit up. No, we didn't, because that M4 was not expecting to get hit from a beautiful placed round from AMX 50B, and that turns the tide of the game from us losing into us barely winning. But we're winning! Haha! And so again, you can see as he moves, he's reloading, and just because he's relocating, he wants to make sure when he engages the enemy again, he has a full clip. There's no reason engaging the enemy with a half clip or less, unless you have to, or it's the only way in order to get something done, which again falls under you have to, right? And so hopefully the Scorpion presses forward first. Scorpion can weather a single shot from the T-34, and then we can kill it, or wait. So there was an AMX in here and a scout tank. Obviously a scout tank left. So with the AMX 5120 decided it could take on an E4 and a T-34 by itself. Press forward and got itself killed. That's what happened? Oh, that's amazing. Put so much faith in our amazing teammates, right? So our Scorpion G is pressing forward. He knows that there's a a half-dead and crippled T-34 in here somewhere. And that would be a great, just like, notch to his belt. Our Badger claims his PC crashed. That's annoying, but there's not much you can do about that. We didn't get lit. T-34 is fiddling around. Not quite sure what he's doing, except maybe he's getting in behind the Badger and gonna use it as cover. And so Radford is gonna attempt to swing wide. He doesn't want to knock down anything else he has to. He doesn't want to get too close because we'll get proxy lit, which is what just happened. But the T-34 is still completely facing the wrong way, and he gets himself taken out for his troubles. And you see, Radford is going to stay here for a little bit because of the fact that he can't get killed right here. There is no clear lines of fire from where we last spotted the WZ, or if he moved into his traditional camping spots up along here. Still no clear lines of fire, so we're safe here for a little bit anyway, until he reloads, and then he's going to come on out of there and start scouting, or start pushing forward, looking for the kill on the WZ. Now he is still using the Scorpion as, well, bait and as a spotter, and that's perfectly fine. He can cover quite a bit of the enemy space from here. And nope, there's the Object 430, so now we know where he is. The Object 430 kills our scout tank. Somehow they got in a fight, which doesn't seem like a good thing at all. Why was our scout fighting with an Object 430? Reasons? I assume? Because that wasn't particularly good. And then somehow the 430 ambushes the waffle tracker that knows he's there. Great. So now our Scorpion gets on cap just before their 430 gets on our cap. Now it's possible but not likely that an AMX 50B could make it back to our cap. However, oh no. Oh, that's game. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that it's possible but unlikely that he can make it back to the cap in a minute, 30 seconds. However, if the two of them can kill the WZ, then they can definitely outcap him. But that involves the Scorpion staying alive. Scorpion's not alive. This is going to be a problem. Now he is reloading. I think he should reload some APCR at this point. But he's reloading standard ammo. We're going to speed this up because we know exactly where that 430 is. And it's just about whether or not Radford can get there. I don't think you have time to go the long way. But apparently I am wrong. You definitely do. Well, okay, he's going to be cutting this a bit close as he comes up over this hill. He looks for the target, finds... Oh! First round bounced off of him. It must have hit him in the turret and just skipped right off. Good Lord. Thank the Lord you're an autoloader. And that second round connected, went in, and left him on 21... Like... Wow, so, I mean, it was an average roll, and all you need was a little bit of a high roll. And that couldn't happen. And the 430, I don't know what he was doing. Had he fired and missed us, or was he just, was he unable to find a real shot? Now, I understand shooting at the turret of the AMX is a bit of a there are words I want to say, but none of them are appropriate. A bit hit and miss. That's probably the best way to put it. Because sometimes you bounce at things that you shouldn't bounce at, and sometimes you go through. But I would have thought the 430 was just fired. I actually, in the 430 position, I would have had some HE loaded. and then just fired at the AMX. And so if he'd done that, even if he hit our gun, it would at least knock the gun out. And then if we didn't have a repair kit handy, then that would have been, you know, him able to reload in time. It was a bit weird, but it's a win nonetheless, and it was a great job by Radford. Radford did nothing wrong at the end here. This is exactly how you should play it, except for maybe bouncing that first shot. It's unfortunate. It's most unfortunate, but we're just going to jump over and see what he did as far as his post-game report. So, see you in a second. Second class mastery badge, bruiser, duelist, fire for effect, a defender, and a top gun medal. He also manages to just like one shot into most people, but then a slew of people he did a little bit more than one shot into. Now, this doesn't really make this a really unique game. You'll see what makes this a really unique game in a second, but first we're going to highlight the fact that he did 3,800 damage over 7 kills, and he was just far and away at the top of his team. Though that Object 430 did 4,000 damage. I guess it's not that rounds. There's no way that thing only carried 27 rounds. So I don't really know what he was doing at the end. But maybe somebody who's played the 430 can tell us. Anyways, 18 shots fired. Of those, every single one hit the target. Not every single one went in, though. Only 14 went in, which is why he has this. And he blocked 400 damage with his armor, which is what kept him alive, by the way. And this is what makes us special. So we only shot one tank in the cap circle. He had 100 points. He had the invader when Radford shot him, taking the points off, and then killed him before the game could end. Wow, that is impressive. I don't think I've seen that before. And wow, well done, sir. A couple more seconds, and that would have ended much, much differently. So well done, and well worth it, and experience and everything else. And so thank you very much, Radford, for sending this in. And thank everybody for watching. If you think that Radford deserves an MVP for this, then please hit that like button. If you think I deserve more subscribers, please share this. And everything, in all things, please thank the Patreons, for they are awesome, and they really do support this channel quite a bit. And I will see you all later. This is ioEther out.